We all gathered here today for the Antyesti Sanskar. This is the last Sanskar we perform when the soul departs the body. So we are doing the Antyesti Sanskar. Let's do the Namaskar first of all. Om Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Om Sri Guruve Namaha, Gayatre Namaha, Ganeshaya Namaha, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Sarva Vishnu Sandhira Bhavatu. Now I will invite their sons and son and daughter to come forward. And they will be just doing this brotherhood. Maybe your sister will come afterwards. Om Pavitram Pavitro Va Sarvavastham Gadopi Va Yasmare Punrikaksam Sabahyantaram Suchi Om Punat Punrikaksha Punat Punrikaksha Punat Ma. All kind of protection to our Father. Do the Namaskar. Om Ayatu Varade Devi Trakshare Brahmavahini Gayatri Chandasamata. Put the water in his mouth. The Ganga Jal in his mouth. Take the Tulsi Patra. Tulsi Patra. Okay, we are giving the gold swan Ganga Jale Stanam Samargayam Om Shanti Shanti Sarvar Shandira Bhavatu. With this one by the Ganga Jal which came from the Sivji's Jata, we are praying God Ganga Mata. Ho Ma, આપણા શાસ્ત્રમાં કહે છે કાશીનું મરણ સુરતનું જમણ. એટલે કાશીદાય સ્વાહા ઇદમ ગાયત્રી ઇદમ નમઃ ઓમ ભૂર્ભુવઃ સ્વાહા તત્સવિતુર્વરેણ્યં ભર્ગો દેવસ્ય ધીમહિ ધિયો યો નઃ પ્રચોદયાत् સ્વાહા ઇદમ ગાયત્રી ઇદમ નમઃ. Now let's give the blessings as five body. Once the prana gets out of the body, it declares the death. Then again, we have five elements. We came from the five elements, merged into the five elements. That is called the Prithvi, Jal, Akash, Vayu and Agni. Agni is the last one. That's what we give the body. So we are. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Answer from our Atma Avaj. I am not a body, I am not a mind, my real form is the Satchidanand Swarupa. Ultimate goal of the life is not to leave a lot of money for the children. Ultimate goal of the life is not eat, drink and be merry. Ultimate goal of the life is a self-realization. You have to know ourselves who I am, why I am, what is the purpose of the life and what is the goal of the life. Our ultimate goal is a self-realization. Potana Swarupnu Darshan, that is called the Atma Sakshatkar, Atma Gnan, Atma Darshan. And that's why again, Arjun, when Lord Krishna said, Yetu sarvani karmani mayi sanyasya matpara ananescha yogena, he Arjun, he Dhananjay, તારી કામના વાસના તૃષ્ણા શ્રદ્ધાપૂર્વક તું મને સમર્પિત કરી દે, તારા સ્વરૂપે સ્થિરતા, તારા સ્વરૂપે તું મને તારા દર્શન કરીશ. And that's why Shankaracharya said, Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janni jadhresam. I came on the earth million times. I had so many birth and death. But hey Govind, give me one krupa. Bhaj Govindam. When I leave the body, last time I remember your name and I just give my final Shraddhanjali to you. And that's with this one. He lived such a great life. Finally, Sikandar made a lot of money. He earned a lot of countries. When the time for the death came, he cried. He called the Indian Sadguru and he said, Sikandar, you are one of the biggest silly person. He said, why? Because what you earn in this life, nothing is going to come with you. He cried and then he said, when I die, after the death, bury me in a dati devama ave. Mara be hath khulla rakjo. And just write it down. The great emperor came empty-handed, left empty-handed. So what I made the mistakes, nobody else make the same mistake. Such a great man, he left, but he gave them big message. Our father, ultimately, Sri Arun Bhai, he lived such a great life. He was such a great man. He was also a good Samaj Sevak. And not only that, he did the best for his children, family, as well as the Samaj also. Let's respect him. Let's observe 1 minute silence, and then after that, from our true heart, everybody keep the hand like this, sending the good positive vibrations. That is called the Santi vibrations. And we just, with this one, we just give the Santi to the ultimately. Everyone, wherever they are standing or sitting, close your eyes for 1 minute, please. Om Jyoho Shantirantariksha-dvam Shantihi Pruthavi Shantirapah Shantiroshadhayah Shantirvanaspatayah Shantirvisve Deva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvadvam Shanti Shantireva Shanti Sama Shantiredi Om Shantir Shantir Sarvar Shantir Bhavatu. Om Shantir Shantir Sarvar Shantir Bhavatu. Do the Namaskar. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Shantu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukhmapinat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti. After this one, we're going to have some Shraddhanjali speeches with the immediate family members, and then we're going to ask everyone to come forward to give the final with the flowers, Antim Shraddhanjali. But before that, we're going to have the immediate family members. They will be coming and putting their words and all emotions to give the final Shraddhanjali. So I will respect. Please, can you come? Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Smita, and I'm Arun Bhai's daughter-in-law, Ashisha's wife. On behalf of the entire Vashi family, we want to thank you for coming today and being here with us during this difficult time. Before the first speech, I'd just like to ask everyone to just put their phone on silent or turn it off completely. And we're going to start with Geeta. She is Arun Bhai's niece.
Family and friends, we are gathered here today to celebrate the life of one of the most amazing and most charismatic people we all knew and loved. When I look back at all the different stages of my life, when I was a teenager, preteen, college days, to when I became a mom, and when I was ever in a situation, a very trying situation, something way out of my comfort zone, where I had to seek strength and look for courage, Arun Masaji was always one of the first people that came to mind. Through the life he lived, I learned the most important life lessons, the most valuable life lessons. To be stern, yet soft. To never be afraid of what you believe in. To never be afraid to stand up for what you believe in, even if you're standing alone. Work hard, and your hard work will pay off. He walked into a room and he lit it up. He would fill it up. He would brighten it up. My family and I will forever be thankful and forever be grateful for the opportunities we have had to be here and the opportunities we've had. Because of him and his love for family, Arun Masaji, thank you so much. I know you will continue to guide me through the next phases of my life. You will always live in a very special place in my heart. And I love you very much.
Next, we'll have Kishore uncle. He's Arun Bhai's very close, one of his closest friends.
Well, I haven't written any speech. When Ashish called me yesterday, say, Kishore uncle, can you say a few words? And I say, you really want me to say something? People are afraid I'm going to say something that they're going to regret. But this time I'm going to keep it really short and sweet. Actually, nobody saw Arun before I saw him in US, not even Badra. Because Badra came after almost a year or so. So I can claim I'm the closest to him. So the day I landed, I didn't really know him. I didn't ever saw him. Just landed, his older brother called him and said, hey, Kishore is coming. Can you go to LAX and get him? Well, of course, he came in a big Cadillac, pink color. That was not belong to him, but his friend. But we went there. We had a great time for a couple of days. Of course, I didn't have much money other than $7. So he landed me a quarter to go from RTD bus that I still owe you. I'm intend to pay you sometimes. I don't know when. I have a check ready and I'll send it to you. The memorable things, few things that I remember is every weekend, say, hey, what are you doing? Nothing. Can I come? Or why don't you come? I'm going to make a chemo for you. And me, Ashok, Bansi, and Arun, we used to have chemo. And not chapati at that time, is a Mexican tortillas. So that was our staple diet Saturday or Sunday. Other thing, he got me my first job. That's in Gardena, making master cylinder for the car brakes, paying $1.65. But he says, hey, Kishore, go to this Gardena, go around, ask everyone. One of them will give you a job, and that's what the first job in US. And the last thing is when Badra came, we gave them, me and Ashok vacated our room. We went someplace else. So these are the sweet memories that I still cherish. And thank you for my friendship. Thanks a lot.
Next, we're going to have Arun Bhai's youngest brother speak, Nitin uncle.
Dear friends and family, my name is Nitin Vashi. I am the youngest brother of Arun Vashi. We have gathered here to pay our last respect and farewell to Arun Bhai, who believed in action than talking. He was a real karma yogi. We four brothers were honored in a middle class family. Our father had a clerical job in a government office, but raised us, teaching us the values and give us a good education. Arun Bhai, being the smartest, came for further education to USA and finally settled down here in USA. After settling down here, he sponsored our elder brother Mahadev and me and our families. We cannot forget his selfless deed. Now, I will share some good memories, funny memories with him when we grew up together in India. તમને કોઈને ખબર નહીં હશે કે ઘણી વખત ગીત પણ લખતા હતા એ. તો એક વખત હું નાનો હતો ત્યારે સ્કૂલમાં અમારા સોંગની કોમ્પિટિશન હતી, હરીફાઈ. તો હું ગીત ગાવાનો હતો હમરાજનું, હે નીલ ગગન કે તલે. તો મારી છેલ્લી બે લીટી છે કે નદિયા કા પાણી દરિયા से मिल के सागर की ओर चले. તો એ કહે કે ના આ તું આ કાઢી નાખ, હું બોલું તે તું ગાજે. તો એણે કહ્યું કે જાંજરા કા પાણી ટોપલી से मिल के गटर की ओर चले. મેં ગીત તો ગાયું તો સ્કૂલમાં, પણ મને માર પણ સાથે પડ્યો. બીજી એક એની મેમરી છે કે જ્યારે ઇન્ડિયા આવ્યો હતો ભાભી જોડે, અને એને તો તમને બધાને ખબર છે એને ખાવા પીવાનો બહુ શોખ, ભજીયા, પાત્રા, ઢોકળા. તો અમારા ગામ માણેકપુરમાં એ એકલા એકલા નીકળી ગયા સુરત કંદપુરી લેવા માટે, ઈશ્વર તુલસીની. અમે બધા શોધીએ કે ક્યાં ગયા, કોઈને ખબર નહીં. કોઈ ગંડીવી જાય, કોઈ બિલ્લીમોરા જાય, કોઈ નવસારી જાય. સાંજના 6 વાગે એ ભાઈ સાહેબ ધીરે ધીરે આવે છે બસમાંથી કંદપુરીનો ટોપલી બાસ્કેટ લઈને. એટલો બધો એને ખાવાનો શોખ. એક વખત મારા ફાધર મધર કશે ગયા હતા અને રાત્રે 10 વાગે લોકો આવ્યા હશે નવસારી ઘરમાં, અને એ સૂતા હતા, હું પણ સૂતો હતો અને બારણું બંધ હતું. તો મારા ફાધરે બારણું નોક કર્યું. તો કે અરુણ બારણું ખોલ. તો એ પાછા એમ કે મસ્કરીમાં કે જે હોય તે બારી આગળ આવે. એટલે મારા ફાધર એના પર ખીજવા ગયા કે સારા તું મારું ઘર છે, તું મને જ કહે છે કે જે હોય તે બારી આગળ આવ. That was, he was a very funny guy. Not only that, his family and my family losing our dear one, but we cannot be selfish since he is at a better place. God bless his soul and he rest in peace. Om Shanti. And thank you guys, you are coming here and spend the time. Om Shanti.
Ami, would you like to come say a few words?
Sairam, I miss my dad so much. I do. He was my light. He was my strength. He was my inspiration. He's my everything. My dad was the most loving, selfless, giving person I know. And he worked so hard. Bo majuri kari che dediye. As a little girl, even I used to be in awe of him. Dad never lived in the box. He always thought outside the box. And if anybody ever told him he couldn't do anything, he would make sure that he showed them that he can do it. And he would do it. Batavinare. That's my dad. Growing up, he gave us everything we ever wanted. Never did he ever say no to get us anything, always. But he made sure, he told us about his upbringing, about his humble upbringing. How he used to wear his mom's slippers to go to school. Bana champal perine skule jata. And here I had so many pairs. He never said no to me, but he let me know about what he's gone through. He कहता कि अब बदू लेना सु करवानी दुकान खोलवानी के सु करवानी. Are you going to open a shoe store or what? That's my dad. That's how he taught us. He always lived by living simply, simple living and high thinking. That's how my dad always was. And throughout his life, that's how he was. And from watching him live like that, that is how I've learned. My dad's the strongest person I know. He has the will to do anything and the strength to make sure it happens. And he loved my mom so much, and he cared about her so much. And I'm so fortunate to be able to see this every day. And my mom also. You know, I'll tell you, after so many years of marriage, 47 years of marriage, till the day, my mom savare uthine pehla chate she'll put toothpaste on my dad's toothbrush, and pachi she'll brush her teeth. And mummy nahi nikle એટલે daddy ta recliner પર બેઠા જ છે કે સાથે ચા પીએ. And when mom comes out of the shower, dad says to her, બરાબર ચા મૂકજે હે, જરાક મસાલો બરાબર લાગજે. That's my dad. ખાવાનો બહુ શોખ ને ખવડાવવાનું પણ એટલો જ શોખ. And they would sit there and have their tea together. And pita pita mummy ne kahe, Bhadra, tu cha bahut saras banave. And this was every day it was like this. These daily moments, simple moments that were just full of love. That was my dad. He was strong and determined and courageous. Bahut chhati wala hamara dad. But everything he did was full of love. It was backed by love. If I ever got mad at my mom, sometimes, very rarely, but if I ever did, he would say, no, Ami, you're wrong, 100% you're wrong. I would just shut up. That was enough for me to shut up. He would never allow me to get mad on my mom. And end tak mane kehta ke Ami, you look after your mom. You help your mom, okay, Ami? You drive, don't let mom drive. Till the end. He loved. I mean, बहुत लागणी होती डैडी ने बद्धा नहीं. And a few days ago, I thought my world ended. You know, it was just nothing. There's nothing left. I was just like cast into a dark hole. And I felt so alone. And the truth is, I still feel like that. But I know my dad. And I know he continues to go on. That guy does not stop. So I won't say goodbye to him. I'll never say goodbye to my dad, because he lives on. I know he does, because if there's anybody that lives on, it's this guy right here, my father, Jayprakash. Thank you all so much for coming. It means so much to us. And if Dad is looking down here, he's so grateful you guys are here. And Daddy ne bo anand thate to see you all. Thank you all so much. Thank you.
Ashish?
Wow, there's a lot of people here. So I'm the son. Arun bhai, Jayprakash, Vashi. You know, there's been a lot of emotions, but especially the last couple days, all I can think about is him laughing. He loved to laugh. He loved to tell jokes. You know, there's a few words that come to mind, and the two words that come, make it three, three words that come the most are his strength, his love for his family, and laughing. He loved to joke around and laugh constantly, like inappropriately. He would be laughing if he was at a funeral right now, in the back cracking some joke. So if I don't crack some jokes, it wouldn't be his funeral. You know, talk about strength. I mean, my mom tells the story. He wouldn't say this because it would be the first time I would ever actually get confirmation that he wasn't strong. And it was about, he got here, and like Kishore Uncle was saying, they didn't have anything. There was like 20 guys living in one apartment, illegal, you know, and he was sitting at MacArthur Park back when it was safe to sit in MacArthur Park downtown LA, and he would watch these planes go by. And he had a bag of chips, and he's like, you know, kind of this sucks. I should just go back to India. Problem is he got married 2 days before he came to America, so he can't go back. If he goes back, sasre wala su kaise? Can't do that. So he made it work. He made it work. Went to Gardena, went to these odd jobs, made it happen, hustled loans, got these businesses. Mom came, I came, Ami came. And then it was so, as soon as he got some stability, it was so important to him to bring his family over. The brothers, brought the brothers over, then brought everybody from mom's side over. I forgot, but at one point we had 10 people coming from India on the same day in different flights. What the hell? Like, if any of us ever thought about doing that now, it's like we need some planning. We got to stage this out. We got only so many rooms. We had 2 rooms, 14 people in a motel. We're going to make it work. We got to get everybody here as soon as possible. We're going to get them settled. Everybody's going to be successful here. It's America. I'm going to help as much as I can. And that was him. He just, there's no chink in the armor. It's just strength, confidence, family. He had that voice. He always had that voice that you just listened, whether he was yelling or not. You always thought he was yelling at you at times. He always wanted you to think he was yelling at you at times. My friends would call back when we didn't have cell phones. You're in high school, you got to call the home line. And he would answer the home line. And it would be like, hello. Click. Every single one of my friends, click. I'm not dealing with your dad. Scary. Scary as hell. Not happening. But that was him, you know. Everybody kind of knew who he was. He had this confidence. He has this air about him. You know, the ups and downs with business, all that kind of stuff. And then in '99, he had a stroke. You know, and everything changed. And this guy that could do everything, he could do only certain things. And you know, I always thought my dad was really strong. I always thought he was just this bull when I was growing up. And I could never be like that. Like that's not me. What it really was, I don't have it in me to be like him. But it was once he got sick, that I really now look back and understand what strength really is. And what perseverance really is, what determination really is. You know, even Dusha Uncle came to the hospital, for all of you guys know TK, and they were just like, you know, after this pretty massive stroke, they said, he's got maybe 2 years, and he's probably gonna stop recognizing all you guys in about 1, and maybe can stretch it out to 3. That was in 1999. 10 years later, right? This guy. You know, and like 10 years later, he had this massive heart issue, triple bypass emergency. Then they had to go back in because there was a complication 5 days later, and the cardiologists are telling me, you know, it's kind of guarded. I don't know. Like, even if he makes it through this, I just want to prepare you. I told him, don't worry about it. You just get him out of there. He'll take care of the rest. That was in 2009. He's been through pacemakers. He's been through foot surgeries, nose surgeries. You know, his heart and his kidneys slowly were fading. But looking back, I can't imagine what this past 19 years has been like for him. And it was his inner strength, and it was my mom. You know, my mom took care of him every day, all day. It's like, you know, you got somebody who does everything, and then one day everything changes. And kind of like today, I guess. So he kind of had this life, and then he had a second version of that life. But it's that I see is that strength, that determination. We go to the ER, he has some issue. He's sitting there, ER docs, nurses are coming through. He's looking at me, he's like, hey, tu dhyan rakje. Kai losa nahi kari mara badai. Basically, hey, yo, pay attention, make sure these guys don't screw me up. Always. Always. You tell them, you do everything to keep me alive. Paisa vasool karwana chahe. Unke te nathi jawano. Right? That was his thing. And he would joke. He would be joking in the ER with me. I'm like, I'm not even going to deal with the nurses. I told the nurses, you deal with him. I can't handle this guy. And, you know, he had that strength, but then I think back and I just think about how much he loved to laugh. Like that photo in the announcement that we set out, the photos that we have here, he loved to crack jokes. Like I said, jokes all the time, inappropriate jokes, appropriate jokes, English, Gujarati, whatever. And you know, after he had a stroke, you know, he couldn't be as social anymore. And that really hurt him because he couldn't talk, because he's a talker. I don't know where I get it from. You know, he talks, he loves to talk, he loves to tell jokes. And you know, it was really hard on him to not be social. So they just didn't go out as much. Kind of lost touch with a lot of people because it was hard for him when it was tough for somebody else to understand him. But it was still there because when we were all around, we'll be talking, and Ritesh said something just the other day. He's like, we'll be talking. You think he's sleeping like he dozed off. And out of nowhere, there'll just be this one-liner that'll make everybody laugh. Till the end. Always like that. Like I just think about his laughter. And he just had this laugh. Nitin uncle laughed. As soon as he came in, and Smita was like, oh my God, it's that laugh. It's the exact same laugh. And like, that's what I remember about my dad. He was strong, he laughed, and he loved his family. You know, Kaushik Bhai mentioned that we don't come with anything, and it's all about giving. It was always about giving. And it's crazy, you know, like I feel like I saw all this for many years, but when you lose someone, you really, really see it. It's so much more clear of all the amazing things that they've done and what kind of impact he's had on me. And, you know, I'm so proud. I'm so proud of my dad because he will not give up. He never gave up. He always gave us strength. He always told us everything was going to be okay. You know, I've always said there's no way I could ever do what our parents did. We're too soft with everything, right? I could never do what these guys did. I don't think I can. But he was just always strong. There was never, I can't. We're going to do it. It's going to be fine. I'm fine. I'm not going anywhere. Always. Always. If you had to go to the hospital, I'm coming home. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's all going to be fine. Like, that's just how he was. And he didn't want us to worry. And he loved his family. He loved me. He loved my mom. He loved me. He loved everybody. And I'm not saying goodbye either. I refuse to say goodbye because he's still helping me. When I'm weak, I can look at him and I know he's helping me. The body's done. Sometimes I go good riddance. You know, he suffered a lot and he's resting in peace. I'm glad he doesn't have this body anymore, but that laugh is still there. That smile is there. That confidence is still there. When I'm weak, I know I'm still going to be looking up to him to help me. Even when I didn't ask him for help sometimes when he was here. And I love him so much. I love you, Dad. I'm so proud of you for everything that you did for us. I'm so proud to be your son. I'm really glad I can laugh at this service, and I can think about all the happy times, and I'm not just in sadness, because I know you're not going anywhere. And I really want to, really want to thank everybody for coming today. This means a lot. You know, a lot of you guys know him from a lot longer. Probably remember him even more from before he got sick, which is great, because that laugh, that strength, that confidence, that social, that's what he would want. And I love you all for coming. Thank you so much for coming. It means a lot to him. It means a lot to us, from the Samaj and from the fam. People flew in. I can't tell you how much. Thank you so much.
From Surti Leva Patidar Samaj, as well as from all our societies, Gayatri Parivar, from all of them. I personally also like to give my Santi vibrations for him, and for on behalf of all of you, also he get peace, peace and peace. So now we are going towards the Shraddhanjali. After the Shraddhanjali speech, everyone will be asked to come forward, but before that, the family members, probably you will be standing over here. So everyone please come. So let's just do it. આપણે બધા ઊભા રહીશું ઘરના. रमर्दनम देवकी परमानंदम कृष्णम वंदे जगद्गुरु. ओम शांति शांति सर्वान शांतिर्भवतु. ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मोक्षीर्मामृतात्. ओम Just touch it. You are the one touching. Touch it. खाली अड़ी जा. ओम अग्ने नमः अग्ने अग्नि आवाहयामि स्थापयामि ध्यायामि ततो नमस्कारं करोमि. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. ओम शांति शांति. यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम्